Hey everybody, I am at historic Colonial Donuts in Oakland near Lake Merritt. Decided to get out of the house for a change. I do not have my laptop. I just simply walked out because I wanted to get out of the house for a little bit. That was it. I really thought, hey Karen, how are you? I really thought that, hey Barry, hey, by the way, I can't see your chats a lot. Because the way this new system is, I don't understand why they have it, so I really can't respond to the chats here. They've got all the chats. They have, hey Barry, how you doing? Hey Reader Hernandez, how are you? And I wonder if I click on it, I can't, I can't respond to it. It just has this deal. It's interesting, okay? But I can't really type respond. Actually, Joshua, they did not approve the FAA situation. Okay, that's not true. So be very careful how you interpret that. As Barry Lee points out, I can only read chats here. I can't type to them. So plus, there's not a whole list of them. This is not the best chat system. It's not as efficient as the others. But anyway, this is a historic place, Colonial Donuts. Got my coffee here. I want you to take a look at these. This is the layout here, all right? See, this is Colonial Donuts. Yeah, it's a really popular place. It's a really popular place. I'm gonna tweet this out. Hold on a second. Share. Hey Raider Fleas, I guess, are you guys getting my notifications? Because it seems like the ramp up is less and less or whatever, or maybe it's, I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second, I'm actually tweeting this out right now. NFL, typing NFL, not the power rankings, just NFL, all right, N, F, and then L, okay? And then post there, okay, and that's it. But let's see. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. And earlier today we had Mike Silver on of the NFL Network, and I've known Mike for most of my life, so it was a nice show. Now, if you're wondering where I'm at, this is where I'm at. Colonial Donuts. Ta-da. Colonial Donuts. It did? It came up good. Okay, thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. All right. What else is new here? Oh, the FAA issue. That's wrong. The FAA has not officially approved the stadium. That tweet is only an echo of what was reported 2 weeks ago. It is not correct, okay? Hey, Hennessy, how are you doing? Again, the FAA has not approved Las Vegas Stadium. It has not been approved yet. It is not done. So whoever put that out, they're reporting the wrong information, okay? Wrong information. Now, what else is happening here? I don't have, oh, I've got this too. Hey, donut. Yeah. Donut. I can't type anything to have anybody invest, so I'm counting on you guys to know where the PayPal button is, or the link. Or you can go to zenny62.com, by the way. You can do it that way. It doesn't let me do that. What kind of donut? It's kind of glazed. See? Hey Richie G, it's kind of glazed, see? Like that. And that's it. So as far as your question, Raider Hernandez, yeah, there's only one document done so far. We'll find out more next week on the 14th of September when the Las Vegas Stadium Authority meets, yet again. But right now, no, we don't know anything. Also, the big issue I haven't been able to get a hold of Stanley Washington to find out how this protest meeting went. I checked on Twitter, but I'm being honest. I'm not the group that really tweets out much. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, hey Barry, if you tweet this, tweet it out, please. Yeah. But this is good. This is one of the staples of Oakland. This is an Oakland classic, Colonial Donuts. This is on 3818 Lakeshore. 3218 Lakeshore. Colonial Donuts. You gotta check this place out. Now, I like it quite a bit. So, light crowd tonight. Well, nobody's watching. Hey everybody, welcome to Zenny 62 from Colonial Donuts in Oakland. I'm having coffee. The reports you heard about the FAA are wrong. What? You had to delete Twitter from your phone. Oh, Richie G wants to know when the lawsuit is coming. Well, right now, the date for September 15th is still on, and Godfather Grizz, we had the great Godfather Grizz show yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We did it from the plank, and we'll know. It's up to the JP. Well, it's not really up to the JPA. Okay, the Joint Powers Authority is being asked to support the lawsuit. The lawsuit could go ahead without them, but there's a move afoot. There's some people who believe, like myself, that the city and the county should not be approached for any money, just a partnership. There are other people, like the lawyers, who believe that the city and the county should put some money into it. I think it should be $1, okay? And that pretty much lays out where everything is. It really does, okay? That's it. Yeah, the JPA support would be helpful. They can add it, but they don't need to pay into money. Like I said, you can do it through litigation finance. There are a number of companies that would invest heavily in this kind of lawsuit, right? He's making something over there. Well, over there. Anyway, there's a back door here. It's a nice night. I can walk and vlog as well, so I can do that if it gets a little too noisy. But tomorrow is the pivotal meeting with the Clark County Board about the planning department's recommendations. Now, Raider Hernandez asks, is the lawsuit for the NFL? It would be directed toward the NFL, yes, if it were a lawsuit. Now, no one's filed anything, so I don't want to give you a false story or an idea that that's going to happen. No lawsuit has been filed, okay? A legal response can come in a number of forms. It could be an injunction. It could be a number of things, but we'll have to see. As Barry Lee's correctly pointed out in the chat, as he writes right now, it's all in the exploratory phase, and that's right. That's what Godfather Grizz said last night. That's where it is right here. So that's really where it is. Now, again, the FAA news wasn't news at all. It came from a single tweet that has nothing to do with the FAA. You're welcome, Raider Hernandez. It has nothing to do with the FAA. It's all Clark County. And the information they're pointing out is based on a misread of what the FAA reported, okay? Raider Flea asks, Zenny, can the Raiders still be waiting for a lawsuit reason to drop out of the Vegas deal? I don't think that they're waiting. There's no waiting going on by any party. There are architects working, contractors contracting or planning to contract. Analyzers analyzing. Nobody is standing pat. Lawyers lawyering, for example. Activists being activists protesting. Right? There's nobody that's waiting for anything. Now, are the Raiders playing hardball in negotiations? Yeah. Because they know, they have to know they're in a bad deal, okay? They just have to. And no one with any common sense would walk into a situation where they're basically going to be spending money out of their yin-yang for improvements in the land that they wouldn't have to spend in Oakland, okay, at all. But I have to say, though, having said that, I come back from Atlanta. I've said this before, I'll say it again. New football stadium open, all these events. The Chick-fil-A Bowl was there. They had game last night with Georgia Tech and all this. And Oakland's not doing anything in general. It's like the city is almost frozen in time with maybe a few structures going up here and there, but that's about it, okay? And I hate to say that, but I have to say it. I really do. And Moscone Center, even in San Francisco, they have a shopping center, not shopping center, but the Moscone Center expansion going up and underway. And here we haven't had new convention center expansions at all. In fact, we have the same convention center we had in 1988. So this city is quite literally standing still. The land has new stadiums. It's got the movie industry basically Georgia stole from us, and California Governor Jerry Brown let them have it. And I have a unique perspective of going back and forth on a regular basis and seeing this play out as it does. And so it's really agonizing to look at, to watch. So even if Vegas fails, Oakland can step up to the plate. I'm concerned, and maybe Oakland is stepping up to the plate, all right? But I'm concerned that the one leader that could really get that done is got his one foot out the door, and that's Scott McKibben. So, well, Harry Dunn talks about blaming the Democratic leadership and getting nothing done. But I'll tell you something. In the California parlance, the Republicans didn't help either. And let's face it, they just didn't, because you have to remember something. Look at San Diego, okay? San Diego has a Republican mayor, a healthy set of Republican representatives, and they're pretty much in the same boat we are, except they have Comic-Con and they have an active spending for public, like, for example, for the convention center down there, okay? So I think this is more California situation. The problem is that it's so expensive to build here that people think twice about spending money to upgrade anything because it just costs so much. And that's what's going on. That's really the issue. So, what is one to do if you're waiting for infrastructure improvement to happen, right? That's the question. What is one to do? And B. Gallardo says, I think we're past the wait and see. Oakland needs to act. I quite agree, Ben. Is it Ben or B? B. Gallardo. B. You're absolutely right. Oakland needs to act. And it's easy to assume and hope that things are going on behind the scenes because we don't see them. But I have to pledge a healthy bit of skepticism. I really do. And what's the point of being secret anyway rather than proactive? I think Joe Lacob really put it out there when he said that Oakland has its challenges, and he was talking about leadership, and that he said that during the time that we had Gene Kwan as mayor. Now, Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf has done her best job, save for things that I've said before. Okay, Joshua says Oakland's going to sit back and watch us win a ring. That stepped in, and Joshua, if you want your comment to stay, you have to pay into Super Chat because I don't have my computer to see it, and so it goes away very rapidly. So if you pay in like $5 or something, it'll stick there and I can read it. But you wrote a comment that's really long, and it's the duration of time it takes me to read it is longer than the amount of time that it's going to appear up there. Like you say, got you is easy to say, right? Got you. The other one was a full paragraph, all right? Anyway, as far as Las Vegas is concerned, I am not convinced that just because Oakland isn't acting, that doesn't automatically mean the Raiders situation in Vegas is kosher. It's not. There's still there's still $815 million in deficit when all is said and done. That project is simply too expensive to manage when you throw in infrastructure. And that's not going to change. It's only going to get worse as the land costs go up. Harry Dunn says, Libby Schaaf has too much on her plate with Oakland crime, poverty, infrastructure improvements. But see, Harry, that's where I understand what you're saying, but William Donald Schaefer said it best. And he said that when a city have a balance of activities, every city has the problems we're talking about and the responsibilities. But you need events and sports to keep people engaged and happy. That's the idea. It's getting crowded here now. This is take a look. This is where I'm at. So they didn't know I was here. Anyway, all right. But you see what I'm getting at? Every city has problems. Every city has that responsibility. Hey, Joseph, how are you? Anything with B of A? Well, B of A made their announcement as far as their plan, and that's that. I don't expect to hear anything from them for the balance of this year until we get the dollar amount for what the stadium's going to cost, and that won't come until next year. Okay, so I expect that news to be rather quiet. All right, at this point. Get the glazed donut at Colonial Donuts. It's good. Hey folks, you just joined. Welcome to Zenny62 Live from Colonial Donuts in Oakland. And my mom's great. Thanks for asking. My mom's great. She is. Joseph says, I'm good, upset about DACA. I understand that. Do I still think the Vegas plan will fall through? I think it will fall because of its expense, yeah. I mean, they're going to have to really deal with that expense. As Raider Hernandez just put on the chat, it's way over budget. And, excuse me, I do believe that there's got to be a reckoning there. Richard Carlos says, Amy Trask, the task force? You mean Amy Trask to lead it? Amy Trask is tied up with Ice Cube's project, that basketball thing. What's it called? The Big Three? Yeah, because we talked about having her on, and I'm still working on that. Hey, I got Mike Silver today, so I mean, that's sort of an asterisk because I've known him for so long. But then I've known Amy for a long time too. I guess that's an asterisk as well. What else? Hold on a second. Yeah, Corvette. Stanley Washington did have the rally on Labor Day. I don't know how he went. I don't know how it went. I know that he had it. It was from 4 to 6 p.m. in Las Vegas at 2828 Martin Luther King Way. Martin Luther King Jr. way, which is what I reported last week, right? But I'm going to call Stanley and reach out to him again and find out, how it went. They didn't tweet it out. I looked on Twitter, I didn't see anything, but then theirs is not a Twitter cloud. Richard Carlson asked, what's up with Seabass? Seabass wants more money. Well, the Raiders want him to take less money is basically what it is, but I think it's kind of screwed. He's been the Raiders kicker forever, and as far as I'm concerned, you ought to stay that way. Raider Hannah says, let Trax take over the Raiders. Yeah, I like that idea. Barry Lee says, do you know when the next Las Vegas Stadium Authority meeting is on September 14th, Barry Lee. That's next week, Thursday. The JPA meeting is the very next day, and John Marks, who has not joined us yet, is contemplating going to Vegas first, then flying back and being at the JPA meeting the next day. Let's see if he pulls off that hat trick. I'd love to see him do it. Oakland played a part. Mark Davis really wanted to stay, but he could have found a way. Yeah, well, Mark says he wanted to stay, but, I'm not so sure about that. If Mark really wanted to stay, what he should have done is given a clear directive to everybody back in 2011 exactly what he wanted to do and stuck to it. But he kept wavering and not acting in good faith, and it's created a huge legal problem for the Raiders and for the NFL. And it's not going to go away anytime soon. Excuse me. It's just the way that is. So, these donuts are pretty good. You got to have one of these donuts. Hey, thanks for joining Zenny62 Live. I'm at Colonial Donuts in Oakland. Decided to get out of the house and away from the normal setup. Beak says, if the Raiders stay in Oakland, what's the plan for the city? The Fortress plan. That plan is already in place. It's not like Oakland doesn't have a plan. The financing plan is in place. The layout for Coliseum City is in place. The infrastructure plan was done years ago. So anyone tells you that Oakland doesn't have a plan doesn't know what the heck they're talking about. Oakland has a plan, okay? Hey, Juan Ramirez, how you doing? And Barry says that he thinks he was blindsided by Jerry Jones. I don't know that he was blindsided by Jerry Jones. I think he was sweet-talked into it by Jerry Jones and Sheldon Adelson. And Corvette says, but Fortress Plan needs to make it so 65,000 people. That's easy. That's the least problem. That plan can work. It's solid. The only place where Fortress made a mistake was in doing exactly what Elliot Grubin asked them to do when he said, why don't you throw in a loan like, Adelson did with Las Vegas and everything else. And Bank of America, excuse me, not Adelson, but Bank of America. Bad idea. Because then there's no difference between the proposals, right? But they didn't take my advice. They wound up right where they wound up. Being fooled. Excuse me. I'm not saying that Eric Grubin was trying to fool them. I'm saying that he was trying to make them more competitive. But when you're sure of your financing plan, you don't waver like that. You don't say, well, we'll give you anything. And that's essentially what Fortress broke down and did. Hey, thank you for the investment, Juan. By the way, I got it. Joseph Burns says, weird situation with Ziggy Allen going on. Did I see the ruling today? Did the ruling come out? I was waiting for it, but then I was trying to secure silver for my interview with him. And I did that. So as a result, I have not seen the ruling on Ezekiel Elliott. Was he, what was it? I hope he was exonerated because it's a lot of crap. Jerry Jones said 2 years ago, Elliott would never have had to go through that kind of thing. So, does anybody know? Wow. So the arbitrator held up the decision, but he's going to play that 1 week. Wow, 1 day game. That's too bad. If there's one lesson in this for Ezekiel, it's choose your friends right. I met his mom and dad. I interviewed him and his mom and dad. They're great people. And I'm sorry for his mom and dad to see him go through that. He doesn't deserve it. But he has to remember he takes his family with him wherever he goes. And so there are things that he did, like I think grabbing that girl's, what's, while she was dancing was not the appropriate thing to do, obviously. But, he made a mistake, whatever. But the NFL don't like Fortune's plan. Hey, repeat that, because it faded out. Folks, use Super Chat. I mean, you'll get your investment shares. Use Super Chat so I can see your comment, because I can't see it as easily. If you write a long paragraph, it doesn't last as long for me to read the whole paragraph. Now, if you put Super Chat in, yeah, I can definitely do that. Hey folks, just joining Zenny62 live from Colonial Donuts. B says Janikowski is a real Oakland Raider. He could have left a long time ago if he wanted out. That's true. That's true. And Karen says she doesn't have Super Chat. You don't? That's interesting. Okay, everybody has Super Chat, I thought. Juan Ramirez says, when this plan fails, do we expect... Juan, I didn't quite get that. Can you retype that a different way, please? Oh, really? Super Chat's at the bottom. It's an S. And you press it. Like, for example, see, Richard Carlson has it. He says it's on his. Paul Vegas says, are the A's still considering moving to the waterfront? The A's are considering, but two things. First of all, the A's haven't made a decision. They're still talking. They had a forum last week, and the mayor hasn't forced them to make a decision, which I think is a bad thing. The mayor ought to just fashion not an ultimatum, but an incentive. Big Eightful, the FAA hasn't said anything. That tweet is a ruse. Don't believe it. The FAA has not officially given the green light for the Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas. Oh, there's no dollar sign on your phone? Okay. Marlon Ramirez, excuse me. Hey, Big A4, you're welcome. Thank you. Juan Ramirez asked, do I ever expect Sheldon Adelson to speak Mark Davis on the Mark Davis issue and Davis' alleged ego? No, he made a statement. It wasn't a matter of ego. It was a matter of Adelson feeling that he was double-crossed by not just Mark Davis, but also Mark Bidet. And it was a pretty horrible set of circumstances played out in public through Adelson's publication. So, Kevin KD says the Las Vegas Stadium deal was a bad deal anyway. Adelson would have pulled out. I don't know about that. Here's why I say that. Because, in fact, you know what? I disagree with that. If there was anybody who has enough money to do what he said he was going to do, that's Sheldon Adelson. He was going to pay for all the stadium transportation infrastructure needed around there, okay? He was going to write that check. Now, what he could have gotten out of it was basically build a city within a city. But he and Robert Rosenstein, thank you for the investment, Mr. Carlson, much appreciated. He and Bob Rosenstein had said, hey, look, we're going to fight for everything. Everything. We'll pay for the pedestrian infrastructure. We'll pay for the transportation improvements. We're going to write the check. He said that July 5th, 2016, okay? Who's Rob Rosenstein? He's the chief operating officer for Las Vegas Sands. So he said that.
and so you have to hold them at their word, okay? And hey Barry, I appreciate your professional, or I should say professional style moderating assistance. Thank you very much. Carson, got it. You know what? Sorry, Richard. I'm thinking of Bonnie. There's a Bonnie Carlson I used to go to Cal with. I had a total crush on. So, so I think when I see your name, I think of her. So there you go. I mean, I can say that since I'm not married right now. But hold on a second. Irma's going to cause a mess. Yeah, Irma is causing a big mess. Nobody knows where the Miami Dolphins Buccaneers game is going to be played, you know? That's a problem. So, folks, you're going to walk with me. We're going to walk out here and bid Colonial Donut to do. What's left of the donut? Well, actually, I have 2 donuts, Paul. I bought 2 because, you know, I bought 2 of the same kind. So one donut is gone, but the other one is still intact. I did not have my coffee, all right? So, all right. So anyway, this is Leaving Colonial Donuts, folks. This is, have a look, all right? So yeah. That's it. So if you want good coffee, come to Colonial Donuts in Oakland right here. Remember the address is 3318 Lakeshore in Oakland. 3318 Lakeshore. Yeah. Great coffee and great donuts too. So anyway, your question was, what is it? Oh, I see. This is like, let's see here. What is it? No. Zenny, if you scroll down your screen, I can? Oh, I can't. Here, I tried it. I can't. Yeah, you saying if I scroll down like this? Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Not on my iPhone. Oh well, yeah. Pittsburgh. Okay. You heard that? Pittsburgh? Really? Oh. Wow. Let's see here. Weird. Says Barry Lee. Oh, by the way, I'm on Lakeshore. I'll give you an idea of big Apple says, Mr. Zinni, if you're still in Oakland this Friday, come to the Pan Theater to watch some improv. Starts at, what is that? Okay, I faded out again. Doggone it. Hey, you got super chat? Then I can see it. Lunch buffet, see that? Ta-da. Okay, what's next? Oh, wow, let me show you where I'm walking here. That's where I'm walking, see? Ta-da. This is Lakeshore. Down by the lake, from the lake, Lakeshore. Oh, $15 for 2 shows. Okay, is that near City Hall? Let me know. Is that near City Hall? Let me know. Let's see here. Okay. There's Mindy. There we are. We're crossing the street. Hold on a second. Okay, now I'm crossing the street, waiting for the light. See? Ta-da. Oh, recap? Oh, you didn't miss much at all. Welcome. The recap is basically that I talked about how, first of all, the FAA has not approved the Las Vegas stadium yet. So any report you hear to the contrary is not true, okay? Because I've gotten a number of calls about that. That's not true. That's the first recap. The second one is that, let's see here. Oh, I'm not even close to Everett Jones. That's Jack London Square. I'm near Lake Merritt. See, this is see, that's Sarah's Mindy back there behind me. Okay, and if you want to get great breakfast, right here. That's Lakeshore Cafe right there. Okay, that's Lakeshore Cafe is on 3257 Lakeshore. Okay, so there you go.
Dude, in California, they close at 2 a.m. Trust me.
So,
you're having a way better time than I'm going to.
It's another bar here. See that? Ta-da. Another place. All right, so to repeat, now tomorrow. Oh, the other new news is this. It's not really new, but it's, well, it might be new to you. There are 38 different recommendations or requirements that the Clark County Planning Department has placed on the Raiders Stadium for tomorrow. The Las Vegas Review-Journal incorrectly reported 3. It's 38. It's not 3. Okay, so it's not 3. So it's 38. That's right. And those recommendations, some of those recommendations call for the other departments like the Clark County Water Department to evaluate the stadium project. Oh, 150 Frank Ogawa? Okay. So 150 Frank Ogawa Plaza. Got it. 150 Frank Ogawa Plaza. Okay. That's this Friday. At what time? 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock? Is that it? Let's see here. Someone should... What is it? Oh, excuse me. Let this person go by. Someone should... yeah, the meeting will be televised. It will be on live stream. Is any... Hey, how you doing, Carolina man? Welcome. You guys have a big game coming up against the 49ers this Sunday. You ready for Christian McCaffrey to break out? Oh. What time? That's why I was... Oh, what time? I believe it's at... I think it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time. 1 o'clock. Cool. Now, yeah, thanks, Barry. Thank you very much for your work. Appreciate it very much. Let's see here. Get back to Kyle Shanahan. Karen Christian says she thinks Panthers will win. I think, Karen, you might be on to something there, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, it is Kyle's first time coaching, so you got to give him that first time jitters thing, but you don't know what they're going to do in terms of tendencies. That's what makes the whole thing a toss-up for me. Carolina says, thankfully the game is in California because I think Irma's going to... Yeah, you're right. Hurricane Irma is now at a Category 5 level, so you're absolutely right about that. You know, so, yep, sure are. Black hole, baby. What's going on? Gotta be great if somebody can use Super Chat so I can see their comments. These things are going fast. Woo! And I'm walking. Let's see here. For those of you who are wondering where I'm at, welcome to Oakland, and I'm doing my live stream from outside. Hey, how's it going? Hey, pretty good. How you doing? All right. I'm doing my live stream from outside. Those guys are, this is a great place by here. Oh, this is, hold on a second. That's Heart and Dagger. That's Heart and Dagger right there. Right? So, great place for a beer. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? How are you doing? This is the old Quickway, by the way. I'm giving you kind of a tour. Look at this. It's the old Quickway. Used to be a bakery. Take a look at this right here. See that? It's closed. There. So I think I'll cross the street. All right, hold on a second. Got. Where are we? You know what? I'll stay to the light. So I'll keep going. Never mind. I'll keep going. All right. Welcome to Oakland, folks. Any NFC South game is important. Yep. Thousands of Quickway. Yeah, Quickway's behind me. It used to be Quickway. Now it's some bakery. The guy tried to reopen Quickway. It lasted for about. It didn't last long at all. It really didn't. So, too bad. Oh, no, Patrick Mahomes is not going to start. Really? The only way that would happen is if Alex Smith was injured. So that's not, that's not in the cards at all. So many good times spent at Quickway. Yeah, I remember Quickway from high school, and that's how far back I go with it. Man. Oh, boy. This is coming up on the Grand Lake Theater, folks, up ahead. Oh, Ben says, Ben, your paragraph faded out on me again. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't. See, again, if you don't use Super Chat and you write a long paragraph, it goes by faster than the time I can read it, okay? So, anyway. Alex Smith, the Panthers should have. Yeah, I said the Bucks got TJ Ward. How about that? That was smart. That was a wise pickup. He's also a great blitzer, TJ Ward is. So, yes, going. So, oh, by the way, this is the Grand Lake Theater, right? See? Ta-da! Oh. Ta-da! So, let's see, Jacoby Brisk. Yeah, Jacoby's going to be good, I think. I think he'll be very good. So, what's going on? Oh, something's going on around here. I don't know what. Oh, it's an accident, folks. Accident, see that? Wow. Car accident. Sad. It's on the corner of Grand and Lake Park. Oh, I said that the FAA had not issued a ruling regarding the stadium, and that the tweet was wrong. Well, do I think Cam Newton is soft? I think the question's irrelevant. It's not whether the quarterback is hard or soft or anything. The question is he a game manager? And the answer is, yeah, he is. I get that question a lot. So, no, I get that question quite a bit. Why would you ask that question? I'm curious. The Panthers DBs are soft? No, they just play a soft zone, but they're not soft at all. They're quite well coached. You have a new defensive coordinator, by the way, who is the real wild card in all this. Thank you. Raiders are top flight of offense. Yeah, but let's see if that defensive technique holds. So I'm waiting to cross the street right now. Hold on a second. Hey, Ben, here you go with a long paragraph. If you don't buy Super Chat, I can't read it fast. He says, the teams are out of the title team. We'll see, hoping. Doggone it. Hey, Ben, write a shorter paragraph, please. Oh, man. And, folks, that's what's going on over there. See that? That's bad. So, wow. Too many, even with the stop sign. Is Ken Norton going to have... Yes, Ken Norton Jr. will have a job. You have to remember, Ken Norton Jr. is not the architect of the defense. It's Jack Del Rio. He's being taught to teach the defense that Del Rio wants. He's not a standard defensive coordinator where it's his defense entirely. Why people don't get that, I don't know. Come on, you guys know football. Carolina man, I can't believe you signed. Yeah, I can't believe you signed him for $1 million either. But you did, you know. This is the longest light in the world, folks. It's ridiculous. That's sad. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. So, what else? Yeah, you keep asking me about the FAA thing. I'm telling you that news is not true. They did not, the FAA has not signed off on it. What they're repeating is what came out 2 weeks ago because the Clark County meeting is tomorrow, okay? So, no, that didn't happen. I am going to follow up to see. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch is going to do a great job this year. He really is. Marshawn Lynch is going to do a kick butt job. Looking forward to it. Really is. It is. The Grand Lake is the oldest theater on the West Coast. Owned by Alan Michon. It's at 3200 Lake Park. So, will housing be a Coliseum after team leaves? No. Right now, I'm not certain the team is leaving, okay? So, I'm not I don't believe the Coliseum personally. I personally don't believe the Coliseum should be torn down. That's me. All right? I just don't. So there you go. I don't. What else? Okay, this is near. Oh, where am I going? I'm going near Lake Merritt. I'll show you. This is under the overpass. See? Ta-da! Lake Merritt is straight ahead. What game am I looking forward to seeing besides the Raiders? The Niners. Actually, Thursday night, the Patriots and the Chiefs. That's the one I'm looking forward to, yeah. So, yeah. The Patriots-Chiefs game is the one I'm looking forward to. I really am. Do I think the Chiefs will upset the Patriots at Foxborough? Anything can happen. But we're talking about the Patriots. Hold on a second. Do I think Lynch roll with the Raiders welcome to stay in Oakland? Yeah, I think it can because Marshawn Lynch is an Oakland advocate. And I think the more expensive Las Vegas gets, like I said, right now it's $815 million in the hole. And the better relations go here, I think it's possible. But the city has to get its act together in terms of infrastructure development. And it's just still not there. A Carolina man says he's been to Oakland, but he went to the wrong part and you got lost. Sorry about that. It can happen. This is the good part. Take a look. This is Lake Merritt, see? So, and I've got the light to cross, as you can see. So, okay, we got it, Barry. I'll take you up on that. Let's see here. All right. All right, I'm about to give you guys a look at the lake area as we go by, okay? And here it goes. Oops, excuse me. There. Look at that full moon. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. It is a beautiful city, isn't it? Yep. Yep, tomorrow. Yep. Yes, I do. I do know where Davis is. Yeah, I do. I have a friend who lives out there. Davis, California. I've never been to Davis, you know. Steph Curry sighting where? I didn't pass by anybody. Did you see that? Oh, you're friendly with UC Davis. Okay. Okay. Hey, Ed, how are you? We just did a recap of basically what was happening with Las Vegas and the Stadium Authority, and then we also talked about the fake news about the FAA. The FAA has not approved the Las Vegas Stadium Authority yet, okay? So what you can expect tomorrow is a lot of talking about where the Raiders are in stadium planning, and you'll get a lot of views from the Clark County commissioners regarding what they want to do with respect to, you know, taking action on approving the stadium for its next steps. There are 38 different recommendations that the Clark County Planning Department has laid down on the Raiders. Not 3. Las Vegas Review-Journal reported that news incorrectly, okay? So that's not true. Also, the FAA has not signed off. Bicycles seem to have a right-of-way. Yeah, the bicycles have a right-of-way. Oh, I thought you meant here. Yeah, see, I've never been to Davis, so I wouldn't know. I'd have to take your word for it, okay? All right, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to cross the street. No, I don't drink. Sorry. This is coffee. I mean, it's not that I don't like alcohol. I just don't have the taste for it. Okay. So I'm crossing the street right now. See this? Richard Cross says, wow, I thought I was the only one who knew Davis. Hey, folks, you're in Oakland. Just saying. Yeah, it is nice weather, isn't it? See that? Full moon, too. See that? Oh, Karen, you're very... Karen's... Hey, you're concerned about Irma, so am I. I'm just hoping that it doesn't come up toward, you know, northern Georgia, or Georgia for that matter. It's quite strong. Apparently there's a cold front that could push Irma away from Georgia. We'll have to see how that goes. But, yeah, the numbers are good. Thanks. I appreciate that. They're quite good, you know? Yeah. Thanks. Yes. Looks like everybody wants a glimpse of Oakland. Welcome to Oakland. Yeah, Louisiana's in... got the brunt of Harvey. Well, it didn't get the brunt of Harvey. Obviously, Texas did. Look at that moon behind me. See that? Isn't that cool? Wow. It is a nice night. It quite is. Tony Piling migrated from the Bay to Sacramento. Hey, Tony, are you a Kings fan? You realize that Sacramento almost had the A's? They were almost the Sacramento A's. Ben says, hope to see a championship in Oakland. Yeah, that would be quite nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kings, baby. That's right. That's right. The Oakland where people can be people. That's right. Take a look at the lake, by the way. See? Ta-da. Here we go. That how long will it take for the A's to build a ballpark at Laney? About about 3.5 to 4 years total. Assuming they have no concrete plans done right now, thereabouts. Yeah, that's how long it will take. Hey folks, I am going to stop right now. I'll be back. I'm going to walk up the hill so I can concentrate, walk up the hill a little bit better, okay? I will be back. I'll be back, folks. I'm going to walk up the hill, and I'm going to turn another one on. When I turn on, it's going to be from home. So, FAA did not approve, by the way. I'll be back, okay? I'll be back. I'm going to sign off for now, but I'll be back in about 20 minutes. As long as it takes me to get up the hill. Okay. Yeah, see you guys.